guys, how are you? Thank you for joining me. Oh God, it took me some time to get here. I'm so tired. I fell asleep on my couch like umpteen times, 20, 30 times. I was gonna contemplate on doing videos here or Facebook, but then I said to myself, I'm gonna do more videos here on YouTube with my children in the background, just making all the noise in the world. As you can see, I'm in my same spot, so thank you for joining me if you are watching this video, and I hope that you are getting something out of it. Today I'm going to be doing my topic on this video. It's going to be about when you are waiting on a phone call from the children's doctor. And when you do get that phone call from the children's doctor, because you want them to call you back, none other than that doctor, and you do mean just that doctor, because when you get a message from, say for instance, because I got a message that a referral was called in for my daughter, and usually when the referral is called in for your child, it's called in, and either sometimes you don't know about it, or either sometimes they discuss it with you first. Usually in some cases, most cases, a referral is always discussed with you prior to it being called in. Every and each time that I've had a referral called in for me and my children, it was always discussed with me. I was never ever in a predicament or a place in my life where my kids had a referral called in and I was never involved. So in this case, that happened. My daughter is in a situation where she is going through some mental health evaluations. She's going through the shots. Come on. She's going through therapies and all that, and she's going under some evaluation for medication. And so she did the psychological evaluation and all that blood work. They found that the white blood cells is a little bit low. So she wanted to communicate with her pediatrician regarding this matter. And she did that, but never gotten back with me. She said, I'm going to communicate with the pediatrician, see what's going on from there. And when I do that, I'm going to talk with you, or either the pediatrician is going to talk with you. They didn't do that. What they did was she communicated with the pediatrician and asked the pediatrician, was it okay to get a referral to a behavioral specialist? That's what she did. Throughout all of this, I thought that the pediatrician requested this referral. So I was mad. I was bent out of shape. I pulled out of the pediatrician and requested a new one. And I got a new pediatrician at a new place. And come to find out, I called the old pediatrician. I said, hey, look, I want this pediatrician to give me a call back. I don't want her nurse to call me. I don't want her receptionist to call me. I don't want another medical assistant to call me. I want her to call me. Because I want to know why she did this referral without me. And I want to know why she did it. For what reason did she do it? Why? So when she calls me back today, she calls me back and she has this funky, sophisticated attitude, and she's telling me the reason why we requested this referral is because we want to know more about what's going on with your child. and we're trying to figure out why things is going on the way they are. Do you not want this referral? Do you not want to carry on without it? I said, first of all, you're questioning me about a referral I have no knowledge about. So how is it that I'm not going to want something that I don't know about? I understand that you're trying to refer her somewhere. I will be delighted to take this referral if you sit down and explain to me why you're requesting it. So you need to be more formal and more open as to why you're requesting this. Well, I didn't do it. The psychologist did it. Okay, well, why did the psychologist do it? I want to know why she requested this. Why did she request it? Well, she technically can't request it, so that's why I did it. She asked me to do it, so that's why I did it. Okay, well, whatever and whoever did it, why did you come up with this plan to do it? And why did you do it without me? Because usually when doctors or physicians, anybody requests a referral or do anything, they always involve the parent first. They always sit down with the parent, call the parent, anything, and say, look, listen, this is what we decided to do. We want to know if this is okay with you. And that's what they come up with. Well, this is the only thing we had to come up with. This is the only place, and this is the only place that's had openings, and we will never ever get a place like this because this place is the only place that has openings and blah blah blah. I'm not listen, lady, you're not hearing me. Okay? I don't care about this place having openings. In fact, I'm willing to travel to this place. I want you guys to understand. I'm not a parent that's not involved in whatever it is that's going on with my daughter's health. I'm involved 100% all across the board. That means that you're not going to do a referral without consulting with me before you do that referral. So when you decide that you want to do a referral, you will consult with me before you call that referral company. So what does that mean for me, you, or anybody else? When you sit down and you decide that you want to do a referral or you think that you want to do a referral, you're going to call me and you're going to say, hey, look, Ms. Jones, we decided that we think that it's best that we send your child to this place. In order to do that, we have to write up a referral or request a referral. Would you be okay if we did that? Sure, I don't mind. Okay, we're going to send it over. They should be calling you soon if this referral is approved. Now that is more like it. I told her, I said, so don't get on this phone trying to make it seem like I don't know what I'm talking about, or I don't want to be involved, or I don't want to accept this referral, because I do. I just wanted you to communicate with me as her pediatrician. And if that psychologist was any psychologist, she would have communicated with me. See, now that you're telling me what you told me, you're not in the picture no more because you're not even her pediatrician. I don't want to even deal with her as a psychologist because she took away the trust. She was supposed to communicate with me. She was supposed to call me up and say, hey, look, I feel like she needs to go and see a behavioral specialist. I want to refer her to a behavioral specialist, but I first need to communicate with her pediatrician and have her pediatrician write up the referral. Are you okay with that? No, she didn't do none of that. And then if they call me back, she's going to say, oh, I was trying to tell her therapist to tell you that. No, I want you to tell me. I don't want the therapist to tell me. I don't want the receptionist to tell me. I want you to tell me. Because you're the one who's doing it. Moral of the story is this. When you're dealing with anybody that has your children's life in their hands, okay, you make sure you stay involved on every aspect all across the board. You don't let them run over you, not one bit. Okay? Now, with this little bitty situation, is new to me. Okay? When I say little bitty situation, that means not being involved in their decisions. Okay? Usually, they involve me in everything. Hi. Can I speak? Yes, this is her. I'm looking as I looked over everything, as I communicated with such and such, I was thinking, I decided I wanted to refer her to a behavioral specialist. I can't do that without her pediatrician's consent. If I sent over a request for her pediatrician to get a referral going to go to one of those behavioral specialists, would you be okay with it? Sure, yeah. That's how I would like things. But if your pediatrician is not communicating with you, then you toss them to the side. I don't care what nobody says. You got to always have that line of communication open with your pediatrician for your children and with your doctor. If you have a trashy doctor who's always, when you go in there, don't know who you are, who gave you that medication, no. Throw them to the side. Because when you go into your doctor's appointment for each visit, when you go in there, your doctor needs to know who you are. Are you still taking this? Are you still taking that? How is that medication working? How's your knee doing? How's your back? How's your neck?